Not gonna say too much and just I'm gonna start. I took some stuff today. I'm slowing down. Tired. But I thought I'd try something. It's a little blurry. The camera's just doing a little like was focused and for some reason it went out of focus. Like super quickly. Not sure why. I mean technology. Autofocus or whatever is just giving me issues. But I'm gonna try to tie this really fast. And nothing major, nothing too crazy. Same jig kind of already have style. It's just this time we're doing gray, like gray, and we're just doing like it's just some different color too. This one, see what it look like. Just for fun. Kicks and giggles, man. See what this turns out. So I'm gonna cut. You can see that. I don't know if it's gonna focus for us. Probably not gonna focus for us, but you can see it's white colored hair. It's a type of bunny strip. I'm just gonna cut it. So cut that about that size. This I have never fished this before, but I just wanted to try something. I was like, I'm gonna make something tonight. Just make something late at night and make you something. So let's see what this looks like together. I'm gonna put these two together. We're gonna see what they look like. Thinking putting those two together like that, but I think I'm just gonna do. Here's what we do. I think we're gonna do this one. Okay, I decided on this part. Shoot. Alright, so we're gonna do it like that. Two-tone white and black together. Like this. Some my style, what's that stuff? So we're just gonna put them together. I'm trying to be gentle. See if this is almost time. It's almost time for a new vise, really. It's just I'm always bumping that part, and it's gotten a little scraped up from tying bigger stuff. Yeah, so I want it to be like that. Black tail. And then I just want a little. And then I'm gonna put some. I always like putting crystal flash. It's like I'm not sure about this one, but it'll be something fun to experiment with. If I can get out there and get some energy to go for something, to catch something, it'll be kind of fun to get out there and do something with it. So as you can, I'm cutting that crystal flash up, which you can't really see, but I'm trying to get it a certain length and keep it in the camera. Get a little bit in the camera for you. See, I'm cutting it. There's a longer piece. I don't, for some reason, I think I'm not gonna put rubber legs on this. It's gonna be two-toned at the tail. And I'm just kind of making this thing as I go. And I want them to kind of sit on that side. And I'm gonna put these ones to this side. Some of them to the middle. If I can get them to land on there right. Yeah, because it has black in it, so I put some purple crystal flash in here. And then I'm gonna, we'll put some purple crystal flash in it. Yeah, I don't know if I want to put rubber legs in this one, if it's even necessary, because this is gonna be. I think I might though at the front of it. But let me see if I can even. Let's see if we got this piece long enough. Might have to make it a different color. I'm not sure, because this is like a two-tone. Might not be able to do it. Let's see. Oh, I do have a piece. I've been kind of being hovering over this color for a minute that I had, because something about it I like a lot. And I've just been hounding making anything again out of it. Just being super selective about it. But yeah, I got a little bit of this thinner in the bottom of this bottle here. It's got a little pin, but usually I can just do it like this. Okay, just like that. It's really thin stuff, and I don't want to get too much of it in the hair. Very different type of fur. This jig is like a lighter jig. This is like very light precision salmon, but the hook's strong enough to catch one, but the weight of the jig head is more like a steel head, so strong enough to hold a salmon on it. So now after I did that, put the legs real quick. Actually, you know what? Yeah, see if this is working out better. I'm hoping I can do this under 15 minutes, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Getting older, trying to tie and stuff becomes a little bit of a different task. Not just your hands and eyes and stuff, I'm not that old. It just kind of, it challenges me a little bit more. How about that? It just makes it a little bit more challenging than it would have been a couple years ago. Yeah, that looked out pretty good. It's got some thinner on. Got enough, I think, to hold it. Put a little more of this other stuff. I'll put a little bit of that on there. There we go. I'll put a little bit of this one because when I get ready to wrap this down, because I don't have this stuff. I ain't got time to do it. Run around and get that stuff. Do it all. Let's do that like that. So let it sit in there for a second. Man, with the 9-minute mark. Alright, here go the legs. Same thing as I tied before. But this time, I'm making it two-tone on one part, just on the tail, and you can actually glue those tails together if you want, and then just tie it in as one piece. But I just gonna leave them separate, let them be free and do whatever they want to do in the water. Like let them the legs of that bait work. So there's your legs in there. Snug them down pretty good. I usually snug them down pretty good, but like I said before, sometimes see it's a little messy. Sometimes it ain't gotta be perfect. Just good, balanced fly. Pull the legs thick, tight down there. Boom, 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 boom. Build it up a little right there. All right, I'll wrap around. It's out my way. That's the part that gets kind of annoying. When working with the rabbit hair is how it will try to bunch up on you like that. And this stuff is actually like super floating. So when you're fishing these, if you just took this and took it and put it on the hook, or like just took it by itself, it'll float. So it's crazy. It's kind of funny how that works like that. It'll actually float, almost like a dry fly. Oh, I think I got it snugged enough. In the last part. And this fur is just, this is like a thinner one too that I have. One more wrap, I think. Don't want. Let's just wrap it over the top and center and see what happens. Because it's wanting to do like that anyway. And this part I kind of struggle with sometimes. I think I got one more wrap in me. Okay, there we go. Now I was gonna. It's hard to do it when I got this thing in front of me. But as you can see, it's coming along. There's glue under there. It should hold. Let's see, big bag. I'm using like a gray thread on this one this time. Can't use any color really. You know, some people want to match all the colors, which is great. But I found it doesn't. You know, sometimes it don't even matter. It's about the action of the dang thing. But that's made it. I just put a lighter color with it, just because it's a lighter, softer colored jig. I'm drinking my tea, trying to stimulate them stem cells a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much a done jig. I mean, if I really wanted, I could put. Oh, you know that might be all right too. Let's do it. Let's do it. It'll be fun. Let's unwrap some of this thread and do it. It'll be fun. We're gonna unwrap some of it. Because that neck is on there, this is pretty long. And we're gonna tie in this. Same thing happened. It's like, it's like the spirits try to get in there. It's okay though. No panic. It remind me of that. What is it? That movie? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah. Man, I can't get this. Well, hopefully it keeps going. It doesn't shut off on me when I'm doing this. I'm almost done with this jig. Okay, there it goes. I don't have a bobkin threader like some of the flat tires do. I've never owned a bobkin, that little threader. And people are like, you need this? I was like, I never used one. I was like, is that what that is for? I was like, I always do this. I learned it this way. Someone taught me that. He was like, if you don't have one, just do this. The guy taught me in the store. He was like, at this one store is actually like a weird gun shop. He was like, just do this little trick with your bobbin. And he said, it does the job the same. I was like, what? He's like, oh, that is cool. He said, yeah, you having trouble doing that? You can't see? He said, just do that. And ever since then, I've always done it, though. I just said, oh, we're going to wrap two. Let's do one more, see if we can, because this is a thinner piece of black. And then we're going to tie this one down. So it's actually 3D. Well, it's two-tone, but it's like 3 almost. We're going to go to, trying to get that over. All right. I think that looks good to me. What do you guys think? It's like got a black color on it. It's a black tie vent. Now if I can get this to sit kind of right. It'll be a smaller neck on it. I think it looks pretty good. This one's been sitting for a while. But I just pulled out the package, but it's been sitting for a minute. I actually need to pick up some more newer, fresher threads. Other one I've used it quite often, so I know it's more better. But for this one, I wanted a different color. That's kind of funny. I'm doing it with my hands, right? But I wonder, in the old days, did they have a whip finisher? Probably not. Probably not. Looks pretty good. I've only had a few jigs come apart on me. But it was after I just tied them really fast. I literally tied them on my lap in the car because I was like, I want to go. And I tied them on my lap in the car. And that's why they kind of just fell apart. And it was because they were catching it was catching fish. That's why I did that. So it wasn't really exactly totally the tying job. It was or what was going on or not putting glue. And I had a few I've tied without glue, and they held up even better than ones I had put glue on. So sometimes it's just, I think it's about just taking your time with it. And sometimes when you get used to doing a certain pattern a bunch of times, you get pretty quick. So, and it's just like, like, oh, these ones are easy. Like, I've tied over 100 of those. But every time lately, I've been tying for many of these ones, but it's like, you just want to show, like, hey, yeah, you can, not too hard. I'm tie these up. Little two-tone. It's like a little three-tone jig. Kind of similar to a lot of things that are out there, but different. You know, like you can get creative with those colors and the style of a jig you even see in a store, or if you like it, you might want, a heavier weight than what they sell, or maybe you want to. That's what the great thing about fly tying is. That's the best, coolest part about it, pretty much, is being able to do that. Man, some of those flies, some patterns you can make kind of your own thing of. Trying to keep that glue up. As you can see that little wet spot there in my hair. A little glob of that went in there. I don't want it to kind of mess that collar up too much. Trying not to get it, Technically, I don't want to. I'd almost want to just walk away and leave it just sitting here like that. But I'm gonna do the legs while I'm here too, just so you get like you get the full picture of what it is. Legs just kind of hanging off. Yeah, it's a lot easier when you do the legs, I noticed, together. That's what I haven't done them in a while. I should tie a lot of girdle bugs. So this is kind of comes from tying those. The legs. These are like kind of like the girdle bug legs, and they have them in different sizes. But now they have so many cool colors, the little rubber legs and things you can do with them. They didn't have that before, but now they have all kind of stuff you can play with. UV, put the UV light to glue it. People talking about, will that do this? I'm like, I just still use the old fashioned. But and it seems to work pretty good. I didn't have too much problems, but I'm sure on some things that UV is probably really, or some of them UV colors are pretty good. That glow. People use a lot of glow spoons and stuff in some areas. So some of that UV flies and things would probably be really amazing when you go fishing with that kind of stuff. Trim this little tail. And there you go, it's a jig. It's just sitting there. And we'll do this so you can rotate it and see. See, there's a little spot where that, you see in there? Because I couldn't see that side. But that jig it's pretty secured down. I'm going to tighten it and see. Because we can still put glue on a little bit. Glue right there. But you see, if we use the little needle, I'll put a little bit on there. The reason why I use that fingernail polish sometimes, people used to laugh at me, still mock me about it, but who cares? Mock me on girlfriend thing. This person told you it's just Humans and their ways. Oh, this person said that. You stole this. You make a joke. It's fine. Just fish and enjoy. Do stuff. Help others if you can. Get away from the darkness if people are coming at you trying to make you look like you're the darker, evil person. Just do something you like to do. If you like, there are lots of different things. Like you might be a master of none of them, but you can do them pretty decent. I think everybody is. When they start really getting older, they start realizing they can do a lot of stuff and they just didn't know they could. Yeah, the hair got some stuff on it. Let's see if we can pick it out. See, it tried to glue that hair too. So I'm gonna try to pick it out a little bit right here. Before it gets too dry. There you go. Because as you can see, it's trying to. There you go. So it's got a nice little collar on it. Look at her, turn it. So it's got a cool little collar on it. I think these hair legs are a little bit long on this side. Yeah, they're about the same size now. Close enough. So there it is. Turn it. There it is. Just a messy little, funny little peach. Like I think this is like a. It's like a. They call it like a peach, like shrimp peach type of deal. So it's real soft colored in the water, and then I just did the black on the tail, and then a black color on it. I'm sure there's some fish that will love this. Gee, I just don't know what it'll catch, but it'll catch something. So there you go. It's basically a twitching jig, but it's you could drift this thing too, or cat in with under bobber, or even jigging in the lake. It just depends on what color scheme this fish wants. But there it is. Nice little jig. 28 minutes, 20 minutes, almost 30 minutes. Taking my time this time. There you go. Hope you guys enjoyed it.